Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all, and today we're taking a look at the two free units, Alfonse and Sharena, that you can get from the Fire Emblem collab events, which have been added to the Event Compendium in Dragalia Lost. Let's start with Alfonse. Since he has a mana spiral, we will talk about him in a fully spiraled version, since this shows his maximum potential. He is a light sword, so this means he kinda has to compete with Gala Yuden. But he does have a pretty different playstyle, therefore he does have his value in my humble opinion. His first skill, Blue Radiance, deals 2 hits of 418% damage, which means it deals 836% damage. If the enemy is paralyzed, it hits with a total of 1255% damage. Blue Radiance also paralyzes the enemy. Soul is Alfonse's second skill and deals 2 hits of 439% damage, making it 878% damage in total. It also restores his HP by 5% of the damage inflicted. This recovery caps at 10% of his HP per hit. If the enemy is paralyzed, this attack deals 2 hits of 658% damage, meaning it can deal up to 1370% damage. Here is the deal though. The lower Alfonse's HP are, the higher the damage dealt with this skill. This increase caps at 2 hits of 878% each and 1317% on paralyzed enemies. This means he can either deal 1756% or 2634% damage depending if the enemy is paralyzed or not. His core ability is the standard sword core ability that increases the Dragon Gauge fill rate by 15%. His chain core ability gives team members of the light element a 6% strength increase if their HP is 60% or higher. When Alfonse's HP dropped below 30% for the first time in a quest, his first ability, Last Burst, increases his strength by a permanent 10% for the rest of the fight and gives him an additional 40% strength boost, which lasts 10 seconds. This effect can only activate once per quest. Alfonse is a potent curse res unit, and his third ability gives Alfonse a skill haste of 10%. I gotta be completely honest with you guys here, I don't have Alfonse spiraled and I think I've never really played him either, but that is basically just because I personally have no connection to him and I find him quite boring. I know that this statement will invoke the wrath of people who enjoy him, but I'm prepared to go down now. Aside from my personal opinion on him, I think he is probably a fun unit to use because low HP units are always fun to use. I don't see him in pubs very often though, but I do know there's some hardcore fans out there who enjoy bringing him to light content. Next up, Sharena, who is Alfonse's sister. She is a light lance with an interesting core ability which will thankfully now be accessible to everyone. Her first skill, Resplendent Slash, deals 1 hit of 746% damage and inflicts paralysis. This is also her shareable skill with a skill cost of 4. Fun fact, Sharena is the only welfare unit that has a shareable skill, if my memory serves correctly. Her second skill, Luna, deals 1 hit of 856% damage and another hit of 1021%, which means it deals 1878% damage. It also reduces the enemy's defense by 5% for 10 seconds. Her core ability is pretty nice if you run a Paralyzed Punisher setup because it increases damage to paralyzed foes by 8%. Together with her chain core ability, this helps units with a Paralyzes focus quite a lot, since the chain core ability increases strength by 13% for 15 seconds when your unit paralyzes an enemy. Her first ability, Supreme Last Devastation, increases her critical rate by 100% for 10 seconds when her HP drops below 30%. This does only activate once per quest though. Sharena is a curse resistant unit and she has another built-in Paralyzes Punisher, meaning she deals 30% more damage to paralyzed enemies thanks to her third ability. Something which isn't mentioned in her kit itself, but it's something to note nonetheless. When Sharena is charging her Force Strike, she will take 25% less damage. If she takes damage during this, she gets a strength buff depending on how strong the attack was. A weak attack, for example, gives her a 10% buff, while an attack with a purple marker, for example, gives her a 25% strength boost. This buff does not stack and lasts for 10 seconds. If you reapply the buff, it will simply reset the timer and not stack. Overall, Sharena is a pretty solid light lance, which I sadly basically never see used in any kind of content. I guess the reason for that is simple, there's just way better units out there. but for a free unit she's pretty good in my opinion, and you can definitely use her if you like her and want to build her up. A lot of people seem to forget or simply not know about her force strike mechanic, which does help her out a bit. In the end she's a free unit, so there's no harm in trying her out. And that's it for this video on the free Fire Emblem Heroes collab units. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you aren't subscribed yet, why not change that right now for more content from yours truly. Tell me in the comments below what you think about these two units, and I would also love to hear who you think should be the next freebie unit if we will ever get another Fire Emblem Heroes collab event. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!